Hi guys, it's Tess with Junebug Crafts, and I thought I'd pop on tonight and give you a little Flosstube cross stitch, stitchy goodness update for the week. I have been having a pretty good week. Let's see, first week of April. April's always a fun month for me. My girls have their birthday in April, both of them, and it's spring break, so usually you can't complain about that, right? We're living it like best spring break ever. Today we had a good day. We chilled. I did a lot of crafting. We watched movies together. We played a game. What else? Cooked a good dinner. Good dinner always helps with feeling on vacation, right? And it was inspired by Ohana at Disney, the Polynesian. Got my orange bird shirt on. Had some Disney crafting to do earlier. So yeah, we're pretending, well, we're just saying Disney as a theme today, because if I could go anywhere for vacation right now, it would be Disney World. Wouldn't that be fun? I'm wishful thinking. But hopefully soon we can plan another trip. As far as stitching goes, we had a pretty good week. I got to stitch quite a bit, and I guess I probably haven't checked in with you guys for like a week and a half, so I got a few things to show you anyway. I've just been following along with my magical stitches homework, and I was also able to get 1,000 stitches on another, I guess, like pop-up assignment, group assignment in there. So I had extra time this week. I worked on 5 altogether projects, and I have a new start. I had 2 new starts, so that's exciting. Okay, so what do I want to show you first? I just don't even know. Let's look at what I worked on over the last few days, and then I'll show you some other stuff I've been busy with. I have all my projects sitting here in the wrong order. Why are they all backwards? Because I really planned well, that's why. Okay, oh, I know what I was working on last. Okay, sorry, I'm getting there, guys. It's actually on the bottom. And I think last time I checked in, I was just starting to work on my Quakers and quilts. And this project, I will say that I have not loved this project always. I bought it as a kitted up project off of Stash Unload, and I had never worked with the Valdani threads. I've never done any of this, and I guess there's the pattern. It's really pretty, right? I love it. And then the threads are the Valdani cottons, and they're really pretty. They're nice and thick, most of them. One of them was on a regular skein, which felt a little bit different. I don't know if the weight was different. Once it's on here, though, it looks pretty much the same. I don't know. But so I think I was expecting it to be the silks, you know, the ones on the little spools, and it wasn't. So maybe that's what my hang up is. Also, when I started, I just did the letters. So I had just done the letters, and the letters, they're big letters. They take a lot of stitches, and it's a little boring. But this week, finally, I moved into some of the other things, which once I got done with the letters, it was actually fun to stitch on. So let me show you what I did. Here you go. I've got the alphabet done here, and this side only goes through X. And then I was able to get all these fun motifs down here. I think this little motif right here was finished, and I threw P. So literally, like, just that was done before, and I got all that done. So pretty good, I thought. And this is on Mellow by Picture This Plus. It's 32 count. And I think it's really pretty. The flosses do stitch up pretty nice, like the coloring, the variegation is really pretty. And I really like how it looks on this fabric. So I think it's kind of reinvigorated my interest in it, which is a good thing because I think it's really a nice project all stitched up. And I think, like, looking at the pattern, there's a ton of detail in these quilt blocks. I just can't wait to get down there and work. So we'll see. I'm gonna, you know, stitch down obviously, but lots of fun things coming up. And so that was one. I ended up with over 1,000 stitches on that one. So it took me pretty far in the week. And then I worked on some really cute things. Let me just pull from the stash here. Okay. This is Summer ABCs, and I didn't get too much done on this one, but I did get a little bit. Here's what that pattern looks like. Little House Needleworks Summer ABCs. And here's what I've got done. I'm almost down to the middle now. So that's good. I finished up just the ice creams and a little table, and then the lemonade, and then the letters. So I really haven't gotten that much done on this part, but I have some progress, so I'm happy. I'm still not sure what I want to do to finish these. They're so long and narrow. I think I want to find something. Maybe I can find a sign or something that I can manipulate in a way to make it fit. But I don't want anything too bulky because it's so narrow, you know? Oh, whoops, forgot to put that back in. And then after that one, I had a new start. And I went ahead and I thought, okay, I'm gonna allow myself a few new starts because one, it's fun, and two, the Be Well and Stitch thing, I just felt like I needed to do one. So I did. And as my first one, I chose this cute pattern by Stitching with the Housewives. Little Chicken Love. And I think I found this on their blog, on Priscilla's blog. So I did it on this pretty light green fabric. And I used my own colors. They're all Weeks Dye Works. No, they're not all. They're all some Classic Color Works. Yeah, I'm really happy with how it turned out though. It's so cute. And I can't wait to finish it off. I don't know what I'm going to do. I think I'll probably end up mounting it on a little bit of board of some sort, and then I can add it to something else later on. I really think it would be fun to finish things right now because like we all have time to do that kind of stuff, but I just don't have the supplies to do it. And I don't necessarily want to run out and buy a bunch of stuff or shop when everything's kind of funky, you know? It's just not time to go shopping. So my finishing is going to have to wait, or it's just limited to supplies I already have. And I just don't have that many finishing supplies. Well, that's okay. All right, so Chicken Love, that was a fun one. I did not have one. We were supposed to stitch one with a male designer, and I don't have one, so I gave myself liberty on that to just stitch whatever I want, and I ended up doing penalty stitches, which is fine. I got time, guys. So I pulled out my Big Red Ship of Life, and oh, it's on the floor, sorry. I actually brought my pattern so I can show you what that's going to look like when it's all finished. the big guy. It's lovely. And how many pages is it all together? I think it's 16 pages all together. And I'm probably about halfway through, just about. So that's good. Let me show you. All right, here's where I am. Let me move this glass out of the way. Here we go. Okay, so Big Red Ship of Life is growing, guys. You can see I got quite a bit done in this area. I started right here, this line. So I had some of this done, but I got all of that done and most of this. And look how close I am to the side. So I think if I choose to pull this one out again soon, I'm gonna have it finished to the end of my 3 pinks very, very soon. So moving on to the reds next. And it's gonna be awesome. I can't wait. This project is definitely a labor of love. I'm loving every stitch I put in it. Here's a close-up of my stitching I've done. I hope you can see it well. And I love it. I really can't wait to get this pink finished. And it's funny because I always think, oh, I just want to see the next color. I just want to see the next colors. It's very satisfying to see those that grow, you know, this way, I guess. This ombre. Like, that's very satisfying to me. I wish, part of me wishes that I could just, you know, kind of stitch up the side a little bit, maybe. See the whole thing. But I also feel like it's cheating a little bit. And I don't want to cheat. Anyway, lots of progress on this week. I'm hoping, I'm hoping I have time to work on that again soon because, like I said, I think probably 1,000, maybe 2,000 more stitches on that one area and I'd be done. Oh, one thing I'm so glad to be done with is this right here. There's that chain link and it literally was like the whole way, right? That's the end point right there. I finished it. It was only difficult because that's the spot where I'm actually, the stitches kind of feather. So it was really hard to work the motifs right there and make sure I didn't miss stitches or anything like that. It was easy to make mistakes. So I'm very thankful that that part is done. One of my jobs this week is to find my serger. I do have one, but I've never used it. My mom gave it to me and I've never used it. So I'm going to try to serge these edges so they don't fray anymore. If anything happens to this, I would be so sad. So, and actually, let me check my thing, my book here. That was, it's not in the book. Why am I checking it? Sorry. I don't know why I think I write things down. I never do. One more project I worked on. This is another new start. So I got some mail from 123 Stitch. And inside was the Hip Hop Chockfull, which I think is so adorable. I love it. And I decided Easter is next week, this Palm Sunday, so I needed to start that right away. And I did. I started on a jar. You can see I got just a little bit of it done, but I did all this just today, so that's not terrible. It's not terrible work for a day. I enjoyed it very much. So I'm going to stitch on that this week, hopefully. I'll have some time. What else did I get in the mail? So my mail this week wasn't It was mostly things I needed for other projects, so I didn't get a lot of new stuff. I actually did 3 new charts I ordered. I only got 1 of them, so there's 2 on back order. Hopefully they'll come soon. I guess everyone's stitching. But remember, well, if you watched my last video, you will remember that I had picked out fabric for Summer in Nantucket. And I had picked out this one. I thought it was really pretty. It's the one I stitched this little truck on. And I ordered another piece for it of the same fabric. So I thought. But when I got it, it didn't look the same. It doesn't look the same at all, guys. Do you see? It's light and the modeling's kind of dorky. I don't know. I didn't like the modeling as much. See the difference? It's very much darker. This is a nicer fabric. It feels nicer. I don't know what went wrong. Well, one thing that went wrong was the color name. One is, I know I wrote that down, is Stormy Night. This one is Stormy Night, okay? And then this one is Vintage Stormy Night. I didn't know there's 2. I thought they were just, I didn't even know about it. I thought it was the same. I just typed in Stormy Night and that's what came up. So that's my fault. I should have known. But now I do. You learn as you go, right? But this one is much prettier fabric. I don't know. So, and then look at the size of this. It's so small. And I can't even use it for Summer in Nantucket because look at the modeling. The modeling kind of has that linear look to it. And since this is kind of an ocean scene, I feel like the modeling this way just wouldn't look quite right, you know? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to, this one's actually quite a large piece. So I do have enough to work Summer in Nantucket right here. I'm going to use that for Summer in Nantucket. And then I will use this for my truck I wanted to start, my next ornament. So I'll still use it. I think for an ornament, this is going to be fine. But not a bigger piece. So I'm hoping that will work out. But just so you know, Vintage Stormy Night and Stormy Night are 2 different fabrics. Good to know. And they're both Zweigart, so. Okay. Oh, I'll show you these guys really quick. So I had some time this week and I've always wanted to make these only because you know how you see things on Etsy, and I am a Baby Yoda fan to the max, right? So when I saw these, I was like, okay, I'm making them. And I just kind of had them on my mind, and now that we have time to do stuff, I got some yarn that I thought would work, and I made some Baby Yodas. And now I'm not a crocheter. I will say I can crochet, and I have made things in the past that were pretty good, but nothing really difficult. Okay, I'm talking easy. So this probably was one of the harder things I've ever tried to make, but I don't know, I think I did pretty good. This was my first one, and the pattern's pretty cute, I will say. I think it made his arms too long. And this is kind of like a learning experience, right? And then I found this free pattern, and they're both free. This one's on YouTube, and this one was, I found it on Pinterest, and I can't remember the name, but I'll try to link it below, and the directions were phenomenal. I thought he was absolutely the cutest, so I'm really happy with these little guys. And my daughters, my nephews, my friends, these guys already have good homes to go to. So I may have to make myself another one now, because don't you think I need him? I think I need him. So, baby Yoda's for the win. As far as plans go for this week, I think, where's that pile? I think, so Magical Stitches, I've been following along with their homework, and they usually, I'm sorry, I need a drink. They usually release their homework on Sunday, so you can kind of plan for Monday. And they haven't done that yet. And it's dark, so I feel like it should be out already, but it's not. So I don't know what's going on. But I do know we had to pick 5 of our favorite whips for homework last week. And I'm assuming we'll probably be stitching one of those. So I'll show you what I picked. And that's probably what I'm going to end up working on. Because I did pick the ones I actually felt like working on. So that makes sense. The first one is Big Rich of a Life. So this guy again, we'll see if I get to bring him out. I do love this project, so I kind of hope so. The second one, this one I haven't brought out since January or February, and I've been thinking that it's time again. This is Prairie Schoolers Happy Christmas, and it's a reprint, not a terrible thing. And right now I have about half the house is done. You can see them here. And I did change the colors in this. So I added kind of a magenta pink fuchsia. And I added another green, so there's 2 different greens. And then I'm not sure if there's anything called for. The brown may be called for, a golden brown. But I just wanted to kind of update it a little bit and make it a little more colorful because I love color, so that's what I did. And I do love it. So, I remember not loving stitching on this fabric though, so probably I'm hoping I don't have to do 1,000 stitches on it, but some would be nice. So, gonna pull that out. The next one I'm thinking about working on is Prairie Life Sampler. My heartstring samplery. And I'm working this on Vintage Country Mocha. And I've got a lot of the top done. You can see my house, my trees, and the border is getting finished. So I would like to work on maybe this side of it and finish up the top. I wouldn't mind working on the border a little more too. I'm just kind of getting some of that done. All right, the next one I'm working on is Year Celebrations by Hands On Design. And I know you remember, if you saw my video last week, I finished March and April, and I would love to get May done. So that's what I'm hoping I will be working on. It's Vintage Country Mocha. I ordered a jumbo piece of it because it's an easy one to work on. I wonder if there's a country mocha and a vintage country mocha like that Stormy Night. Sorry, I'm a little bitter. And lastly, the Plum Street Miss Bingley's Library. I chose this to work on too. I really enjoyed stitching this up, guys. It was just kind of relaxing. I love the fabric, and I love stitching on this little house. Like, it's very satisfying. Oops, there's a hair there. So it'd be nice to get the bottom half of that house done. And then all the house would be finished. I just have to work on the roof. and all the fun stuff. So I'm kind of hoping that's what I can work on next. So I guess that's my plans for next week. I also hope to work on the hip hop a little bit, and it would be nice to get that done before Easter, but it's kind of close. That's next week, so I probably won't get it done before Easter. Anyway, those are my plans for the week. It's our spring break, so we're gonna keep it light. We're gonna have fun. We might work out in the yard a little bit if it's nice, go on some nice walks, and hopefully have time for crafts. I may make another Yoda, I don't know. Gotta make one for myself, right? And ponder all my finishing. Maybe if I have a good plan, once we are able to go shopping again, I can run out and get everything I need and then have a finishing party maybe for my birthday. My birthday's in June, so that would be fun. I could do that. Well, maybe I could do that. We'll see. We're on lockdown until June 10th, so we'll see. Maybe they'll shorten that time. I don't know. Tricky timing, right? We're all going a little crazy with it. Anyway, I hope you're doing well. I hope that you're getting lots of stitching done, and if you're not, I hope you're relaxing. I hope you're not stressing too much, because I don't know, there's a lot we can't control with all this. So take a deep breath and try to think positively. And I know Flosstube's been helping me with the socialization. I've been talking to my friends at work a lot. A lot of people are FaceTiming now, which is nice, but I realize I don't care for the Zoom all that much, because to me it feels like everyone's talking over each other, and it's hard to, like, I can listen okay, but it's hard for me to know or assert myself to actually say something in those things. So I'm a good listener, but not a good not a good participant, maybe. I don't know. But real life, I'm probably a little like that in real life too. I'm super awkward. So if you've met me, you probably know that. It's okay. Yeah, what can you do? But yeah, I've been enjoying the Flosstube videos and watching Disney vlogs and trying to keep positive and have fun. So I hope that you're enjoying your week, and I'll try to check back in next Sunday, okay? We'll see you then. Bye.